So, you notice they were saying about Christmas is for the kids, right? It's for the kids. But you giving your children gifts on this day is actually promoting this evil day. You're actually condoning Christmas. You're promoting it. Alright? Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 20 verse 31.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verse 31. For when ye offer your gifts, when you make your sons to pass through the fire, you pollute yourself with all your idols.
You see that? So notice the kind of gifts they have today that they're giving our children. Idols. Barbie dolls. Yeah, I saw that one, the Baphomet doll. But let's look at it. Giving our children Barbie dolls. Ken and what is she name?
Barbie.
Ken and Barbie.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. But ultimately that's what it is. So the scripture is saying they're passing their children through the fire. Read that verse again.
For when ye offer your gifts, when you make your sons pass through the fire, you pollute yourself with all your idols.
So you're actually polluting yourself with these idols. Read.
Even unto this day.
Even when?
Even unto this day.
Even unto this day. Our people are doing it. Read on.
And shall I be inquired of by you, O house of Israel, as I live, said the Most High Power, I will not be inquired of by you.
So the Most High told the children of Israel to learn not the way of the heathens. We listening? If you notice, we surpassed the Gentiles on celebrating Christmas. You think the Gentiles will be cleaning out their house? Putting up new curtains, painting. Listen, some people will be painting tonight. Who they impressing? Santa Claus? They're expecting Santa Claus to come over tomorrow, so they're making sure the place nice and clean. Who are they impressing?
Expecting them run.
I'm telling you. You know, and I mentioned this last night, right? Do you know this particular holiday breaks all the commandments? Every single one of the commandments. This holiday breaks every single one. From 1 to 10. Listen, if Christmas fell on a Saturday, or last year? Okay. I forgot. But it's just showing you the level of wickedness. How people will uphold these traditions. I tell you, people, like, it's like pure chaos. Listen, if you go Charlotte Street right now, they can't walk through. And today's what? The Sabbath. Yes, sister. A lot of traffic. Yeah, these people are programmed. They're like robots, you know. Just being operated, being controlled. You think they keep listening to thus said the Lord? They're looking for deals. What gift I can get cheap today? Not knowing they breaking the Lord's commandments. Read.
And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all, that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries we serve wood and stone.
You see that?
Wood and stone.
You see that? So anywhere we go, we take over the Gentiles' customs and make it better than them. Huh? That's his deal.
It's for Christ, the extra on everything.
I'm telling you, that's the zeal we have. What's that?
But not according to knowledge.
Exactly, not according to knowledge. It's like we would go overboard. We would just try to please everybody except the Most High. I tell you think them Gentiles thinking about changing curtains and painting and power washing and all kind of thing. There's the amount of power washing I hear. It's like all the week. I hear, I'm like, what's going on outside, boy? The whole community power washing.
Right in the night.
That is right. This also.
That's right.
This is not
Well, I'm gonna be brothers in Christmas shopping, right? I gotta make sure them brothers in Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve.
We got to be ready thankful. We got to be ready thankful and praise the Most High for the knowledge that is given.
That's right.
It's among us. And we have to let this thing really have to go and not stop.
And you know what's interesting about this whole season as well? It's the end of the so-called year. So it's like you have all these days bundled up. And it's like a new beginning now. You spend all your money and then you start off fresh. So where does New Year's come from? Where does New Year's come from? It's all pagan, brothers and sisters. All pagan. So we got Christmas Eve. All right. We got Christmas. We got Boxing Day. Then we got New Year's Eve. Then we got New Year's Day. Let's read something about New Year's Day. Read this from real quick.
New Year's Day in modern America was not always on January 1st. New Year's is the oldest of all holidays.
You see that? So New Year's Day is one of the oldest holidays that was celebrated. Read.
It was first observed about 4,000 years ago by the ancient Babylon.
Where?
By the ancient Babylon.
See that? That's during Nimrod's time. Read on.
Babylonian New Year began with the first new moon around 2000 BC on the first day of spring.
So even the Babylonians knew exactly when New Year's will begin. Because according to the scriptures, New Year's will actually begin during the springtime. That's when new things is being brought forth on the earth. January 1st ain't nothing new being brought forth. It's still cold. The animals are still hibernating. They ain't coming out. Yeah, Junior.
But I think January and February was 2 months that added, if I'm mistaken.
They what?
Was 2 months that added in the 12 months.
Right.
So I could be wrong, but I believe it's 2 months that added. So therefore, New Year's Day will be falling in January.
Well, let's see where this word January came from. Read on.
The beginning of spring is a logical time to start a new year because it is the season of rebirth, of planting new crops, and then blooming. January 1st is nothing more than a deception and a lie, including this pagan holiday, New Year's.
Right, so if you look at America is one of the countries that promotes New Year's worldwide. You got the ball on Times Square. Everybody watches that. Millions of people tune in to watch this ball drop. All right, so they promote this lie. They promote that deception. Read.
Also, the Babylonian New Year lasted for 11 days. The Romans continued to observe the New Year in late March.
You see that? Read.
The Roman calendar was changed so much that it got out of order with the sun.
Read that verse again.
The Roman calendar was changed so much that it got out of order with the sun.
So the Romans were sun worshippers. So they changed their calendar based on the sun. Okay? So now, if you notice, right? Right now we are in the winter solstice. Right? Where scientifically the sun is further away from the earth. Alright? Continue reading.
In 46 BC, Julius Caesar established the Julian calendar.
So the Julian calendar was created by Julius Caesar. Alright, so he's the one. Matter of fact, what calendar are we following today? The what? I don't know what calendar we're following.
Bulgaria.
Well, listen, it's the same way how people follow in Christmas and I know. It's the same thing, you know. We were just given these things and not really know the history behind it.
Bulgarian.
Yeah, brother.
Bulgarian.
Bulgarian. But who's Bulgarian? Who's Bulgarian? That's all their homework. Look up and see who's Bulgarian. Because the scripture said they give their name towns and cities after their own names. So this is how they would keep a record that they were here. This is how they gain their dominance. They'll give us base, like for example, Port of Spain, we know the Spaniards were here. Alright? So this is how they would leave their stamp. Alright? Read that verse again.
In 46 BC, Julius Caesar established the Julian calendar. After that, he celebrated the first on January 1st by ordering the violent rioting of revolutionary Jewish forces in Galilee. In later years, the Roman pagans observed the New Year by engaging in drunken orgies.
So this is what takes place on New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. The spirit of Bacchus. People drinking, they having all type of madness going on. So this is the lifestyle that they promote. It's like New Year's, you must have a party or you'll be in church. Either you go to a party or you go to church. Both of them is wicked. Both of them evil. Because what scripture say you must go to church on New Year's Eve? You praying and thanking God. Thank you, God, for granting me another year. But that's right. You look at the time like, wow, 12 o'clock, hurry up and come now. You can't wait till 12 o'clock so you can run out of church and go in the club. Listen, I did it. I did it a few times. So I know exactly how it felt. So matter of fact, let's get some more on this day, January the 1st. Read on.
So why did Caesar name the first month January? He did these to pay homage to Roman gods of doors and gates and the same god that had two faces.
You see that? So all these names that we say, well, we're going into the month of February, March, it's all for Roman gods. It's all Roman gods that we are actually upholding. Exactly. According to the scripture. The Most High never say, well, this is the day, okay, you're going to name this month this. It was all given by the Romans. Alright, not just the Romans, but the Greeks, the Egyptians,
Origination from Babylon.
which originated, that's right, from ancient Babylon. Okay, read on.
The Roman god Janus. Janus was a dual-headed god. The dual heads, one looking forward and one looking behind, represents actual and metaphorical threshold in time and space. Saturnalia, the ancient Roman 7-day festival of Saturn, which began on December 17th. Celebration marked by unrestrained revelry and often lasciviousness and orgy.
Right, so, or ever hear the term, I think how many days of Christmas? It's 12 days of Christmas, and they count them down. That has pagan origin as well. All right, so with this ancient Roman day, which was celebrated 7 days during the month of December, which began at December 17th, will carry on into Christmas and Boxing Day. Then you have New Year's Eve, then New Year's Day. All right, read on.
The early Babylonians' most popular resolution was to return borrowed farm equipment.
So this whole theory of, your New Year's resolution goes right back into paganism. What's the New Year's resolution? Oh, I want to lose 10 pounds. So you started going to the gym the first 4 weeks into the year. The next 100 weeks, the gym don't see you. So it's like a false motivation then. It's like, that should show you there's a bunch of deception in it. Because there's nothing really to really hold you accountable. Because it's fake. It's not real. So you have a lot of people talking about, yeah, my New Year's resolution is to be a better person. And they'll commit a murder a few months down in the year. Huh? Yeah, so it's like, it's a false pretense.
I remember my New Year's resolution used to be that was reading Bible from Genesis to Revelation. I've never done it. I had never done it. September we reach, then we said, if I finish the whole of Revelation, I ain't sure to finish the next one up. The next one up, Genesis, Exodus.
Yeah. Listen, you start calling some names in the Bible, Christians think you're talking a different language.
True.
You talk about Habakkuk, you're like, what?
Yeah, true,
What's
true.
Habakkuk?
Talking in tongues. Talking in tongues.
Yeah.
You can say Habakkuk can do. And I fight him to fight.
No, well, that's a small book. Not much people go into Habakkuk. Right? But listen, don't be ashamed, because the majority of Christians today don't even know Habakkuk exists.
True.
They don't even know the Old Testament exists.
But remember, in their mind, Jesus came, so everything isn't
Done away.
Right.
look at.
Right. Let's read on.
This has to do with the spring connection I mentioned earlier. The tradition of using a baby to signify the new year had begun in Greece. Although the early Christians denounced the practice as pagan, the church finally allowed the members to celebrate the new year with a baby.
Right. So it was all like a political move, just to get more followers, more people to actually come on board. All right. So it was a form of compromising. We'll do this to get more people, more votes. Read.
The year before the Council of Nicaea convened, Sylvester convinced Constantine to prohibit Jews from living in Jerusalem. At the Council of Nicaea, Sylvester arranged for passage of a host of
or
viciously anti-Semitic legislation. All Catholic saints are awarded a day which Christians celebrate and pay tribute to that saint memory. December 31st is Saint Sylvester Day.
You see that? All these days, brothers and sisters, is saints that they worship in. And these saints goes back to the fallen angels. So in Catholicism, they'll think they worship in a saint, but these saints is actually fallen angels that they worship in. Alright, so guess what Boxing Day, guess what Boxing Day was called? Before it was called Boxing Day. St. Stephen's Day. St. Stephen's Day. It's another day a saint was being worshipped. And you know they call it that saint? You know, remember that person, the brother who was crucified? Stephen or Stephen? They made him a saint. So they will make anybody a saint. They made Mother Teresa a saint.
Sure.
Huh? Exactly. So it's like they give you this person so to make you think, okay, this person is righteous or this is something righteous. It's not. Alright, so Boxing Day is also called St. Stephen's Day. Alright, so listen, we gotta really do our research and examine these things we're following. Where were you? Yeah, reading conclusion.
In conclusion, we shouldn't celebrate the New Year.
Right. Stop right there. Alright, let's get two more last scriptures. Let's go to 2 Kings. 2 Kings chapter 23, verse 5. So we see that the Romans, not the Romans, what's his name? Julius Caesar looked at the moon to get this day. Alright, so he watched the moon to know when to celebrate New Year's Day. Alright, so these sorcerers, they follow the moon, they follow the stars. Alright, so let's see what the Most High said about it.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 23, verse 5. And he put down the adulterous priests, whom the kings of Judah had ordained to burn incense in the high places, in the cities of Judah, and in the places around about Jerusalem. Them also had burned incense unto Baal.
Right, who's Baal?
I'm going.
Baal is who? That's the Canaanite god. Also known as Satan himself.
Sure.
Also known as Jehovah. Read.
To the sun, and to the moon, and to the planets, and to all the hosts of heaven.
So our people were burning incense to the sun, to the moon, and to the planets. The planets are the fallen angels, right? Being worshipped today as saints. So people think, yeah, they worshiping a saint, but it's actually a fallen angel. Read that verse again.
And he put down the adulterous priests, whom the kings of Judah had ordained to burn incense in the high places, in the cities of Judah, and in the places round about Jerusalem. Them also had burned incense unto Baal, to the sun, and to the moon, and to the planets, and to all the hosts of heaven.
Right, so this is why the Most High warned us. He said, learn not the way of the heathens. He said, learn not their ways. Because eventually you're going to start following Baal. You're going to start following Ashtoreth. You're going to start following Moloch. Alright, let's go to Deuteronomy 17 now. Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 3.
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, verse 3, and had gone and served other gods, and worshipped them, either the sun, or moon, or any of the hosts of heaven, which I have not commanded.
You see that? Which I have not commanded. So the Most High commanded us to keep away from these idols. Okay? So you look at the religion that is upholding Christianity at the highest level, they're actually sun worshippers. Do the research. You will see that Catholicism were sun worshippers, or they are sun worshippers. They worship on a Sunday. You go in their buildings, there's a bunch of suns all over the place. There's a bunch of saints all over the place. Talking about, it's Saint Stephen. And guess who Valentine's is? He's a saint.
What is a saint represent? What is a saint?
Sister Judy, Brother Collins says, what's the question again, Brother
I
Collins?
want to know when we say saint, who or what is a saint?
Sister Judy, you got the scripture?
Yes. Psalms 114.
Let's get it. Let's see who's the saints.
Psalms what?
Psalm 14.
Let's see who the real saints are.
I was watching Noah 2, the new episode, well, the new movie, and they're pushing that kind of, the same thing I was talking about now, with the fallen angels. Yeah, I don't know if you ever see it.
You got it? Let me get it for you. Psalms 148, verse 14. Brother Colin, let's see who the real saints are.
The book of Psalm, chapter 148, verse 14. He also exalted the horn of the people, and the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel.
Even who?
Even of the children of Israel.
So we are the saints. We are the saints. And we don't want to be worshipped. We are the light of this world. The Most High anointed us to be that presence. Okay, so these saints that they're talking about are saints. They're evil. And how dare they use Stephen's name? How dare they use Peter's name? Talking about Peter's the first pope. Peter had a wife. And in their doctrine, a pope can't be married. So that's a contradictory. So I don't know where these people come up with these doctrines. And yet you got so much billions of people following Catholicism and not know what they're following. I tell you, man, our people are so destroyed. They're so destroyed. They're like just walking straight into a ditch without any questions, without any, concerns, just walking right into a ditch.
Brother, you could pick a drum to a Pentecostal. You could pick a drum to a people said that you see a Roman Catholic? I don't know him. I have some family tell me, we is Catholic and we are moving from it. You could say what you want, we are moving from it. When is a Roman Catholic? I'm telling you, these people,
You know what, brother? Don't even worry about it. Because let's see when Christ asks them, what are they? Let's see if they're going to say a Catholic. Because Christ is going to judge you according to your works. And in Catholicism, the only works you have is going to church on a Sunday. Because they don't do nothing else. They don't do anything else. Yes, sister?
I grew up under Catholic home, right? Father. And they taught children to say exactly what to say. And born a Catholic, I'll die a Catholic. They teach their children this.
Yeah. So, again, we are the saints. So, and in this scripture you must always remember, because they'll try to indoctrinate us about, you know, these saints that once lived the earth on the earth, and you know, and they try to promote people as saints. All right, but you can't promote a saint. You're not the Most High. You're not the one to ordain anybody. All right, so who gave them the authority to give these people these titles? And these people commit more sin than you, but they're saints. Let's get the last scripture. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. And this sums up this whole festival. This whole celebration that people saying, well, it's for the children, it's about giving, it's about love. That's a lie. It's about Satan. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20.
The book of Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good.
That same word, woe, again. So those people that's calling Christmas good, woe unto you. Because you didn't do the research, you just following tradition. Read.
And good evil.
And good evil. So you know it's wrong. These pastors, they know it's wrong. You don't think they know? They know. Read.
That put darkness for light, and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter.
And sweet for bitter. So they're going to have to answer one day to Christ. Christ's going to be like, well, listen, who told you I was born on December 25th? Who told you I was born on that day? Because there's no way in the scripture that shows Christ was born on December 25th. Yet, all these billions of Christians still upholding his day. Yeah.
Yeah, even I mean, it's possible for Christ to born at that particular time of the month because of snow, traveling, and whatnot.
You know what? Our people is not logical. They're not logical. They actually don't think for themselves, you know. Our people don't think for themselves. They rather somebody make all the decisions. They rather just lay back and be like, yeah, yo, are you gonna do that now? You gotta take it in your own hands. This is why the Maccabees, they stood up. They took it into their own hands and fought for their freedom. All right? So the same way we got to look at it and be like, you know what? We got to take back our culture, take back our heritage. Because the Most High gave us holy days. He gave us days that we must keep. He said we must proclaim it throughout our generations. All right? So these days that people are upholding, brothers and sisters, refuse it. All right? And they're going to try to encourage us by having us, you know, come over for lunch now, cook some food. I know you don't celebrate it now, but come and eat. Now listen, if you're hungry, I ain't saying to stay home and pass out. All right, but don't be going and decorating no gift box and singing Christmas carols, because that's what's going to happen. By the minute you get there, yo, girl, come help me hang up this curtain now. come help me put up, this Christmas lights. Yeah, Junior.
The Christmas food and thing, right?
Yeah.
There's a possibility that it offer Like, you know, the Bible says, "Walk with the idols." Since it's Christmas, we'll still have Christmas.
Right, well, what did Paul say? Listen, these are dumb idols. Are we worshiping these things? Because listen, all these things we buy in the grocery offer up to idols. Trust me. A lot of these things we buy in the grocery been sacrificed to their gods. Because guess who? Guess who own it? Who own these manufacturing companies? Not us. Exactly. So we gotta use wisdom. We gotta use wisdom because right now we are not in control of anything. We're not in control of anything. Don't pay that no mind. Alright, so at the end of the day, we gotta take back what's ours. That's not ours. Listen, remember, we're not dealing with flesh and blood here. Listen, if any car horn outside or doorbell ringing, yeah. All praises to the Most High, Higher Shahai, Bashem Mishai, Wakadash, for allowing me to do the lesson. And, you know, I pray that the lesson was, you know, edifying. And I hope that, or you took down notes and scriptures. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Alright, any questions?
Oh, yes, we are Israel. We are the children of the future. Oh, yes,